Alright, I'm using an iPad to film this. So, wow, it makes it big. We got the screens on. Turbo Guard from MA Performance. Got all the plumbing pretty much figured out. I got to get the clamp on there. We're taking these out for now. I'm just going to put a 3-inch charge tube in there. We got the dump tubes figured out for the wastegates. I'm just going to run them out the fender in the front on either side. You know, fenders are cheap for these trucks, and I've got 4 or 5 spare sets upstairs that I've hung on to. I got a bunch of them, a bunch of these wiper cowls, which they don't make aftermarket. I've picked them up at salvage yards and off all the trucks I've had. But the exhaust is all flat disc down. I just used a 320. Took an 80 grit, knocked the welds down a little bit. But AFR gauge is here. It came today. FedEx man wasn't happy. He had to unload 6 235/85 16 tires for me. Callie, get out of there. Dog's out here trying to eat something. Get out of there, really? You goofy dog. Boston pups over here trying to get something. But we're getting super close. Super close. A zip tie, throttle retainer, temporary use. But as soon as we get the AFR gauge on it, oh god, I'm bouncing this thing everywhere. And then we get these pipes in here, and we'll flip the clamps around the other way. The thing is, these are like, trying to get these in here, they're real short. They're only like maybe 9 inches long total. And you can see where they clamp. Yeah. Trying to get everything to fit up right. It's kind of pushing this to one side. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some 12-inch tubes coming. I'm just going to put them in here in place of these right now. And then I'm going to actually come up here and extend, weld back to this and extend this another 2 inches off of here. We're just going to cut it, put a piece of pipe in it, or cut this off, put a piece of pipe, and then I've bought one of those tools to roll this bead back into here. It's actually made out of a pair of vice grips. It's really cool. The guy makes them himself, but we got everything else straightened out in here. AFR gauge is going to go in that little cup right there. And then, I said this in earlier videos, yeah, I got to drill that and put the O2 sensor in this exhaust pipe. That's why it's not bolted up. But I'll show you something. The more I looked at the Billet Specialties wheels, the more I can't stand them. The wind lights, they just don't match that one very well. So I'll show you what we did. I ordered some new wheels from a company called Kaiser. Kaiser makes a very good wheel. If I get this in there, that's what I bought, 2 of them. Ordered them a week ago. He said about 4 to 6 week build time. They're a, what is it, counting the beadlock 4 pieces. But yeah, went ahead and broke down and spent the money. It was $1,600 for the 2 wheels and another $100 for 10 lug nuts. Lug nuts were 10 bucks a piece for them. But yeah, that's what I got, was those right there. We're going to paint the spokes. The center I got machined. We're going to paint them green. And then do something on the front wheel. I think what I'm going to do on here is where this is silver on the inside, we're going to paint that green. Do something different with the wheels. God, now I can quit holding this with one hand. This thing's heavy. But yeah, my wife gave me her iPad. It's an older one, but it'll work for what I do, and that's just watch videos and stuff on it. Other than that, it's just going to get it running, get the carburetor adjusted in. I took the 4.5 out. The back's blocked. It's got a 2.5 power valve in the front. So we're going to see how that does. All the fuel pressures, are good. And then I learned something else out. Now, Magna Fuel, excuse the mess, and listen to a really noisy dehumidifier. Now, Magna Fuel said you can mount this pump either way. I had mine mounted upside down. I flipped it back over and made a new bracket. It works much better turned right side up. Much, much better. So, but got to get those put back in it. You know what? I run these a little bit, but I don't think there's any indicators on them. I'll be damned. Line's right in the middle with the ground strap. That's a good thing. So, but yep. Now start cleaning up, tidying up. There's a hole for this side. But just going to run it on gate pressure for now. Play with it, and then we can crank the boost up after we get it dialed in a little bit better. And the AF guard gauge will help do that. I bought a AEM X Series air fuel ratio for it. Got the same big ass nut that I had on the air cleaner originally on there. But it's got an O-ring from the hat to the spacer, and in the spacer I've got a Moroso rubber base gasket to go under it. Everybody said they work pretty good. Now I want to do something else too. I want to give a plug to a company, MA Performance. We had an issue with the post office returning the AFR gauge. No questions asked. They shipped another one out 2-day shipping, and I got it today. Another company that gets a big shout from me, and I don't know anybody else that uses them. If you do, they went above and beyond. Race Parts Solutions. I ordered a hard plastic line kit with the push lock fittings for all of my blow-off valves, wastegates, and everything. Okay, $96 kit, and there was an issue where they had an old card on file, and even though I put a new card number in, it went back retroactive to the old card, screwed things up, it ended up putting the order in twice. Wade over there emailed me. The man went ahead and shipped me the part and told me just get me a PayPal link or email me a card number when you get a chance to pay for it. How many parts houses are going to take, when you've only done business with them 2 other times, ship you a $100 part out and just say pay me when you get time? And I actually got the tracking number and everything. He shipped the part. People don't do that anymore. That says something for that company, for them people. So if you want to get done right, go check out racepartsolutions.com. Awesome people over there. They will be getting much more of my business. Anything they sell, I'll go get it from them if it's something I need. But I just want to spread the word that, you know, they shipped it out without even getting paid for it. Instead of just pay me later. I could never pay him again, but I don't do that. I sent him the card information this morning, emailed it to him. But, you know, you just don't see that anymore in this world. And I guess it was done for all the inconvenience with the hassle with the card and plugging the order twice. But they got right back with me on it first thing in the morning when it happened. So, again, go check out Race Parts Solutions. If there's anything they got that you can use, get it from them because they're a stand-up bunch of people. And Wade, awesome guy. But I just thought I'd share this with everybody. It's cold and rainy again. It's supposed to get warm in the 60s toward the weekend. So maybe I'll actually get out here, get the rest of these parts, button it up, start it up, and get it out, give it a bath, and start doing a little tuning work on it and drive it. Take you guys along with me. And we'll use either this if it does a good recording and mic wise, or we'll use the new camera. I've used it once and it does real good on the sound, so I don't have to use my phone all the time. But yeah, it looks like a rat's nest. There's shit going everywhere. But you know what? It's mine. It works for me. It's semi-neat. It's about as good as it's going to get. Not a lot of real estate up here to play with. And why those are on there is because the air filters were very restrictive. And I was really worried about that coming unglued and going into a turbo. These are just a Spectra filter. They're just a cheap filter. They're not bad for what they are, but I was worried about that coming unglued and going inside to the turbo and causing an issue. I don't see where the two pieces are spot welded together. I pulled the other one off and they're literally just glued on. So, and then as soon as we get this up where it's up and running, we'll start on that one over there, clean the garage out, and start on that one. And build another little junky S10 in my junky little garage. Well, it ain't little, but my junky garage. It serves its purpose for now. It's going to get some upgrades this summer. And then, like I said, in a couple of years, I hope to tear it down and build a new one. So. Anyhow, everybody, there you go. Kind of an update. Got that box straightened out. Got everything straightened out. I just got to run my wires to the button for the nitrous. Other than that, it's all wired up. Purge is wired. Everything's done. Arming switch is that first green switch up on the dash. God damn, this thing shakes. This thing's heavy trying to hold it between two fingers. So, if the video posts, it will come out alright. If it don't post and it shakes too much, then I won't post it. But everybody take care. God bless. And as soon as we get her fired up, we'll get video of it making noise. That's a promise. Later.